Hey, what's up, everybody? This your boy Gigatron or D-Car. Um, as you can see, we are doing what I was supposed to do last time. I know I said I was supposed to I did a workout session or a training session with my homie Jay. We hit legs. It was crazy. I did not have, I had the mics, but I did not know how to work them. That's on me. I take that L. But this is a growing process, so I'm gonna bring you guys on with me. So with that being said, first and foremost, as you know, my name is Demetrius Carr, D. Carr. I am in the United States Navy. I know that one question that always gets asked when I've spoken to people, excuse me, is how did I get into bodybuilding? So really brief, I joined the military in the United States Navy, but when I first joined, I wanted to become Spec Ops, Special Warfare. Uh, I joined a program called the Delayed Entry Program, DEP, and in DEP, I met a couple of guys. They found out that I was trying to go Spec Ops. And those guys basically told me, hey, man, just come to our training sessions that we have and you'll meet the chief and we'll go from there. Long story short, I was the only black person there. And when you see that nobody looks like you kind of get a little, I'm not going to say disgruntled, but you get a little nervous. And to this day, shout out to him. His name was Chief McKay. He was SWCC, retired 17-year SWCC chief. It's called Sea Warfare Combat Crewman, Special Warfare Combat Crewman, excuse me. Those are the guys that basically drive those boats, and they got 50 cows, 25 mics. They actually coming in doing damage. And he broke me down. He broke me down and built me back up. That's just leading into before I started bodybuilding. But that being said, now we're gonna fast forward 2 years later. I didn't get my contract. The reason why I didn't get my contract during the time I was in the delayed entry program was because of my eyesight. So my chief told me basically I was when we do our PSTs, which are called physical screen tests, I was giving dumb numbers, 100 plus push-ups. I was doing at least 15 plus pull-ups. I was doing 100 plus sit-ups. I was doing not excuse me, I was doing around 9-minute swims. I was doing around a 9-minute mile and a half run. So I was pushing that out every day, and I'm still training. I was still training with these guys doing, at the time, 2,000, 3,000 meter swims. And mind you, they brought me in, they brought me in as one of the gang because they loved how I put out. I was always going balls to the wall every day when we trained, when we did a PST. But yeah, I didn't get my contract. That was the first time, I'm gonna be honest, as a grown man, I was about what, 22? That was the first time I ever cried over something, like broke down and boohoo cried, because I wanted, number one, to become part of something that Spec War, Spec Ops, you're the most elite in the world. Who is touching you besides British SAS, Russian Spetsnaz? Like, trust me, you're the top of the top, and you're a trained killer. They train you to do everything. Who wouldn't want to do that? And me being a young black male at the time, the diversity, it wasn't really there in a sense. If you look at that program, it's not a lot of African Americans that are even in that program and that will even program their mind to even put their body through what I put my body through in order to try and get that close. So fast forward, I'm in the Navy. We'll go into 2021. I finally get a coach, and he basically tells me, hey, I can get you to look better than what you used to look like when I was contracting for Spec Ops. And I looked at him, I'm like, all right, it sound good, but we'll see. And we ain't gonna cap. He turned me up for real. He really honed me into what I am now. He built the foundation. So I was lean. I was more of like, I had a runner's body back when I was trying to contract. Now, put a runner's body with muscle on it because now I had the nutrition aspect of it. So with that being said, here I am. So yes, I'm now stationed in Naples, Italy, and we're about to go on a journey. This is the end road. I know I was supposed to do this a long time ago. 3 years ago, I was supposed to do this right when I moved here, 2022 in March. But shout out to my coach, my old coach, by the way. And yeah, he's no longer my coach, but he's still a mentor, a big brother to me. His name is Jay Jonathan. I ain't gonna get too much. His Instagram name is Pure Power. He helped build the foundation of what I am right now as an amateur natural competitor, actually. So shout out to you, OG, man. Much love to you. Shout out to my other OG, Wade. Like when I was stationed and living in VA, there was 3 people at the time. My coach, my old coach, Jay, Wade, and my dog, Nas. Them 3 right there are what created what you see standing in front of you right now. So this is the end journey of my chapter in Naples, Italy. It's been a rough 3 years, I can say. I've had good times. I'm gonna tell you this, the best part about it is traveling outside of Italy, honestly, But and I'm not gonna say all Italy. I'm gonna just say I had a rough 3 years in Naples. The good, the bad, the ugly. I'm gonna put it all together and say it was rough, but I'm glad I went through what I went through because as a young Black male of 30 now, I'm more mature. I'm able to handle certain things differently of how I would normally handle something. I'm more patient, I should say, because when you're dealing with people that barely speak English, they're into their culture, this is their customs, you gotta have patience. So I kind of was teaching myself, I immersed myself a little bit in the culture, learning how to speak the language just to hold a 5 to 10 second conversation as best as possible to at least get my point across or tell them like, hey, I would like that, or I would want to eat that. But I know I posted a video on my story basically stating I'm going to do a video later on. I will be doing a video later on of my 3-year outcome here. And yes, it's going to be my opinion. I have a lot of homies that like it here, love it here. Some of my homies got kids. Some of my homies got girlfriends and all this Italian, and it's cool. But my perspective is different. I went through a lot, and some of them thought, yeah, I don't know how he's still wanting to kind of like push through, but the type of person I am is because of the few people that were, in my corner that helped me get through this. Not trying to go off on a tangent, just trying to give you a quick little backstories to sum up. But yes, so I will be moving to Singapore. Yes, I said it, Singapore. One of the most futuristic countries in the world. It's a port city, so it's going to have nothing but different cultures coming in and out of the country. And what better way to kick off my 2025 year in my vlogging and being an overseas bodybuilder going into Singapore. So this is mainly the close in of the journey of Naples. It's been bittersweet. I can't complain. It's had its ups and downs. The most I'm gonna miss is my crib. I love my crib. This is one of my spare rooms that I barely ever used. I have a 3-bedroom, 3-bath, marble floors, rooftop terrace. I have in my room alone, I have a balcony in my room. I have a patio in my kitchen that I don't use. I use the rooftop terrace, every now and then to go and just look at the whole city if I feel like it. I have another balcony where I'm pointing to on the outskirts right here. And then I'm gonna miss this crib. It's a fortress. By the way, my neighbor has an elevator in her house. So yeah, but other than that, I will be taking you on a journey not only through bodybuilding and through the gyms that I go to, but I will be, now that these mics is rocking, because yeah, I like this. I got the the noise cancellation on, and it sounds amazing. So I'm gonna hit my boy Jay up and let him know, hey man, I got everything together. So the next workout we do, oh, we tapped in. Trust me, we're gonna be tapped in. It's gonna be different. I'm working on my watermark right now, and I'm getting my intro. I've been looking at some things to get my intro together. But I just wanted to bring this video to you guys and just to kind of bring in a little bit of my world. I'm gonna be honest with you. I've had people ask me, do I have a girlfriend and stuff? Nah, because the life of a bodybuilder, you gotta really understand what goes on in the life of a bodybuilder. It's kind of redundant. Yes, I'm in my off season. So with that being said, I do travel. I used to travel a lot back in 2020, well, beginning 2020, ending 2023, 2024, all of 2023. All of 2022. I was wild and I was in so many countries. Oh my gosh, it's crazy. But I had to slow down because when my old coach, he had to basically reel me back in and get me focused on the main task at hand. So now that, I've been here for 3 years, I'm more focused. I came in at 27, I'm leaving at 30. I'm more focused on the task at hand, and I have my goals that I'm ready to go after and knock out. And I want to take you guys on this journey with me. So we're going to be mic'd up. I'm going to give you the real, authentically me. I'm just going to be me. And yeah. And for those that have been watching my journey since I first started bodybuilding in 2021 till now, I want to thank you for just the support, whatever it was, the keep doing your thing. I see you, whatever it is, man, I do appreciate it from the bottom of my heart, because my main goal is just to be an inspiration. That's it. Like, if you know me personally, if I went to elementary, middle, or high school with you or whatever, and you know me personally and you've seen this journey, I just want to show that it can be done. No matter where you are, who you at, big, little, small, fat, whatever it is, it can be done. As long as you lock in with this. Number one, you lock in with the Lord himself, but you lock in with this first. You lock in with this, man, everything else going to slide. It's going to be a breeze, big fella, as haha say. But yeah, I cannot wait. This is just a rough draft. We're going to call this the intro to the intro, because the real intro going to come pretty soon. I'm getting together the actual YouTube channel. Like, I'm multitasking. I just wanted to test the mics out, but I'm like, you know what? Let me do this. I did a couple of takes already, and I was just trying to get the feel of it, get warmed up. So now, this is it. I'm gonna go on ahead and release this video. I'll post my YouTube channel on my Instagram. And look, if you want to come along for the journey, stay tuned. And to my supporters that are rocking with me, to the 1, to the 2, or the 3, or the 5 that are rocking with me, I appreciate it from the bottom of my heart, you guys. And I cannot wait to give you more content for when I slide to Singapore. Hopefully, I want to get, I got a video call with my coach pretty soon, and I'm trying to set up a training session with him. So I got my new coach. He is a 14-time IFBB pro, 7-time Olympian. His name is Kyron Holden. Shout out, I know one of my homies that put me on him going to get mad. Shout out to my homeboy who's actually going to Singapore with me. It's about 3 of us. He's going to Singapore with me. He's the one that got me connected with him. And we've been working so far. And excuse me, my last check-ins I just did last week, he literally said, hey man, it's time. So normally I got this from my old coach. We take year off seasons because we got to get the full maximum amount of growth. We just not going to go in with any willy-nilly package. We want to beat our last package that we brought to stage. And so far I've done 2 shows in my bodybuilding career. Didn't place how I would want to place, but it's okay, because these are all learning lessons for me. And this journey is still a never ending journey that I'm still growing from. I still can't believe to this day I wake up and, I'm in Naples, Italy. I'm still in awe, even though I have my vices with some of these people or with the culture, whatever it is. But then it's a blessing. I'm still at awe that in 2 months I'm gonna go back home go back to the United States, train, do what I gotta do, lock in with one of my other homies who's a big dog to me. He does classic physique. His name is Russ, hashtag and Russ We Trust. I'm gonna get some videos out there with my dog posing, training, and like he's one of them as well. And to me, he's I call him the ultimate poser. He's really like that. And I can't wait. And he's stationed in Jacksonville. What are the odds? So be back there and be home and just lock in with him. And we hitting the gyms and just getting his work in. And then come April, I will be headed to Singapore. And that's where the journey will begin again. So I can't wait to at least take you guys on this journey with me and just to show you like, hey, you don't need the military or anything. Look, if you lock in here and you want to move out the country or just do it, bro. To the woman or the male, do it. Because I don't see myself, you're going to hear it first in the intro to the intro video. I don't see myself ever, moving back to America unless to visit family. Even though I go through what I go through, as a bodybuilder, we're taught to push through and persevere and endure and fight. You gotta, as long as this is trained, everything else will be good to go. So, I'm gonna take you in them trenches. I'm gonna take you in them trenches where the monsters get created for real. I've been around a lot of monsters in them trenches and I've learned a lot from them in the gyms that I go to. And these big dudes, like I've learned a lot from them. And I love being in the trenches, like I said, because that's where the monsters are created and the monsters that create it guard it. So, what better way? But if you've gotten this far, I want to thank you guys for just the support, and I can't wait to give you more content. And all that being said, it's your boy Gigatron, aka D-Car. I'm gone.